Children, already we have learned about delta U and delta H in the last classes. Here both delta U and delta H are state function. State function means it depends only on the initial state and the final state and does not depend on the path or the steps by which the change takes place. So this is known as Case's law. So what is Case's law? The enthalpy change of a reaction. Enthalpy means heat change, del H. Enthalpy change of a reaction either at constant volume or at constant pressure is the same whether it takes place in a single or multiple steps provided the initial and final states are same. For example, consider a reaction A giving D. Here when the reactant A converts to D, it needs some energy. So this energy is equal to, this takes place in one step, this reaction. This reaction can also takes place in multi-steps. For example, A giving B, then B giving C, then C giving D. So we got D from A in multi-steps. This energy, this 3 energy is also equal to this energy. This is called Case's law. So whether it takes place in single or multiple steps provided the initial and the final states are same. So we can see one example. For example, graphite, carbon, that is graphite. It is converted to CO2. But this cannot be easily measured. Graphite, for conversion of a graphite into CO2. This is difficult to measure. But this reaction takes place in 2 steps. First step, this carbon, graphite, first converted to CO. CO in the presence of oxygen, half oxygen. Half means these two get cancelled, only O is added. So half hydrogen. Next, first this graphite should be converted to CO2. Consider this is as delta H1. But this is difficult to take place in the presence of O2. So it can follow 2 or more steps. First step, graphite, carbon converted to CO in the presence of half O2 gas. Next, this CO once more in the presence of half O2 gas converted to CO2. So this is delta H2, this is delta H3. So according to Case's law, delta H1, this one is also equals to delta H2 plus delta H3. These two value equals to this value according to Case's law. So consider this value. For example, the values for this one, for delta H1, this value is given as minus 393.5 kilojoule. Now delta H2 value you can find out. So X you can write, and delta H3 value minus 283.5 kilojoule. So what is X? X is equal to, subtract the both, minus 110.5 kilojoule. Now if you are adding the both, we will get this value, 283.5, 110.5. So 0, remaining 1, 4, 9, 3. We are getting this value. So this is Case's law. Whether it takes place in one step or it takes place in multi-steps, the heat of the enthalpy change remains the same. Whether it takes place in one step or it takes place in multi-steps, at constant volume, at constant pressure, the value remains the same. So next, another scientist called Born-Haber Max Born and Fritz Haber, two German scientists combined, that is called Born-Haber. They gave a process called Born-Haber cycle. This cycle is concerned for the formation of an ionic compound by the reaction of a metal with a halogen. Metal with a halogen means chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. So a metal combines with a halogen to form an ionic compound. So the Born-Haber cycle is primarily used for calculating lattice energy. What is meant by lattice energy means amount of energy, lattice energy. Lattice energy means amount of energy required to completely remove the ions from its crystal lattice to an infinite distance. For example, sodium chloride NaCl. Here two ions present, Na plus, this is solid. When dissolved, Na plus Cl minus. Both ions we got. So completely removing the ions. What is lattice energy means? Amount of energy required to remove the ions from its lattice to an infinite distance. That is called lattice energy. This value is plus 788 kilojoule per mole. So to remove to separate Na plus and Cl minus ions from 1 mole of NaCl, it is clear that 788 kilojoule energy is required. This is called lattice energy. Lattice energy means energy required to remove the ions from its crystal lattice to an infinite distance. So, Born-Haber cycle applies the Guess's law to calculate the lattice enthalpy. For example, we'll consider an example. Consider a metal which is in solid state. It is first converted to metal in gaseous state. When a solid directly converts into gas or vapor, that process is called as sublimation. Already you have learned in lower classes. This is considered as delta H1. Sublimation solid to gas, sublimation delta H1. Now, generally, already I taught in the Born-Haber cycle, a metal combines with a halogen, giving an ionic compound Mx. The total value is delta HF, formation of a compound from its ions, that is delta HF. This equation. Now this can takes place in multi-steps. That's Guess's law is followed. Overall reaction is this only, but this reaction, this is in solid state. This takes place in multi-steps. First step only sublimation. Delta H1 is enthalpy change for sublimation. That is metal solid converted to metal gas. Next, this half x2 means this 2 to get cancelled, only x will be there generally. Now, this half x2 gas converts to only x gas. This is delta H2. This is called dissociation. That is a gas converted into an atom, or atomization or dissociation. So delta H2 is enthalpy change for dissociation. That is half X2 gas converted to X gas. 2 steps over. Third step, delta H3. The metal solid, this converted to M plus gas. When you got M plus by the removal of an electron, the removal of an electron, that is called ionization energy. Already you have learned. Ionization energy means energy required to remove an electron from an atom. So when an electron is removed from here, we will be getting M plus. One electron removed, M plus ionization energy. So del H3 is enthalpy change for ionization energy. Next, this X gas. Here an electron is removed. So this electron, this X, getting E minus and forming X minus. This is del H4. So del H4 is electron affinity. Del H4 is electron affinity. Next, the last one. This M plus, this X minus combining and giving the last compound Mx. So this is called U, internal energy. So U, that is lattice enthalpy for formation of Mx. So according to Born-Haber cycle, the formula is written as delta HF formation is equal to delta H1, that is sublimation, delta H2 dissociation, delta H3 ionization energy, delta H4 electron affinity plus U. U means lattice enthalpy. So by adding all these values, summation, by adding all these values equal to this value, delta HF value. So this is Born-Haber cycle. First step, don't forget children, sublimation, that is solid converted to gas. Second step, dissociation. Third step, ionization energy. Fourth step, electron affinity. Here electron lost, here electron gained. Then combining the both, plus minus, combining the both getting an ionic compound, that is lattice enthalpy. So these steps, value equal to the single step. This is a single step, these are the multiple steps. Both the energies are equal. It is clearly given in page 209 and 208. Gases law given in page 207. Lattice energy given in 208, Born-Haber cycle also given in page 208, and in 208 evaluate yourself problem number 4 given, that you have to work according to Born-Haber cycle.